The book Your Body Remembers, a revolutionary new approach to the treatment of trauma by Lisette Bourbeau. The original French title is Ton corps ton aime-toi, which translates to Your Body Says. Love Yourself is a guide to the metaphysics of illnesses, explaining how our emotions, fears, and repressed experiences manifest through physical ailments. The author meticulously analyzes the connection between psychological traumas and specific diseases, from headaches to heart problems, offering not just symptomatic treatment, but work with the deep-seated causes. This is an instrumental book for those who want to understand the language of their body and heal through awareness and acceptance. Lise Bourbeau is one of the students of Louise Hay, and her method combines psychosomatic ideas with self-help practices. The book was born from many years of experience working with clients. Bourbeau first collected notes on the recurring psychological causes of diseases and later systematized them. Interestingly, the book was originally conceived as a reference guide for therapists, but became a bestseller among a wide audience. Part 1. The basic principles of the metaphysics of illnesses. Rule 1. The body is a mirror of emotions. Physical symptoms are encrypted messages from the subconscious. When we ignore emotional problems, the body begins to shout through illnesses. For example, chronic back pain is often associated with a feeling of lack of support and allergies with repressed aggression. The dialogue with the symptom technique. Ask yourself questions. What is this pain trying to tell me? What situation in life causes similar discomfort? A woman with constant tonsillitis realized that she had been silent for years about resentment toward her husband. After an honest conversation, the symptoms disappeared. The body is not an enemy, it is an ally that points to unresolved inner conflicts. Rule 2. How to properly listen to your body. Not all illnesses require urgent suppression with pills. Acute symptoms, fever, inflammation, often signal the need to stop and reconsider your life. Chronic conditions, on the other hand, reflect long-standing, deeply buried experiences. The symptom map method. Write down all your physical problems and next to them significant events that occurred before their appearance. A man with eczema discovered that the rash flared up every time after arguments with his father, where he felt dirty because of the accusations. The body speaks the language of associations. To decipher it, you need to correlate the physical and the emotional. Rule 3. The 5 traumas that prevent you from being yourself. At the root of most illnesses are 5 deep-seated traumas: rejection, abandonment, humiliation, betrayal, and injustice. These wounds form in childhood and later trigger certain diseases. The healing trauma technique. Determine which trauma is yours through the analysis of recurring situations and illnesses. Then work through it with forgiveness and acceptance. A woman with excess weight realized the connection between overeating and the fear of being abandoned. Her mother left her alone as a child. Working through this trauma helped normalize her eating habits. As long as we carry old wounds, the body will protect itself with illnesses. Healing begins with the acknowledgement of these traumas. Conclusion for part 1. The first part of the book is the key to understanding the language of the body. The main principle: illnesses are not accidental. They reflect our repressed fears, anger, and resentment. To heal, you must not just treat the symptoms, but decipher their hidden meaning. When we stop fighting the body and start cooperating with it, the path to true health opens up. Part 2. Encyclopedia of Symptoms and Ailments. Rule 4. The difficult conversation, career, and family. Balancing professional ambitions and family obligations remains the main dilemma for women. Many preemptively refuse growth opportunities, fearing they won't manage both roles. At the same time, studies show that children of working mothers demonstrate better social skills. The planning ahead technique suggests not refusing opportunities in advance, but creating a strategy for balance. A lawyer who received a partnership offer, instead of refusing, negotiated with her husband about reallocating household duties and found a part-time nanny. Conclusion: the either-or problem is often imaginary. With support and planning, working solutions can be found. Rule 5. How to find a mentor. Women are less likely than men to receive mentorship, expecting someone to offer help spontaneously. Actively seeking mentorship is perceived by them as audacity, although men consider it a normal practice. The mutually beneficial mentorship method offers potential mentors specific options for cooperation. A young entrepreneur wanting advice from an experienced CEO offered to help with new market research in exchange for consultations. Mentorship is a two-way street where clear articulation of mutual benefits is important. Rule 6, authenticity and strength. Women leaders are often presented with a false choice: to be likable or competent. Attempts to conform to a male leadership style lead to a loss of authenticity, and showing softness is perceived as weakness. The hybrid leadership technique combines traditionally female empathy, collaboration, and male decisiveness, ambition qualities. A department head, by introducing open discussions of team problems while maintaining clear KPIs, increase both loyalty and employee productivity. True strength is in the harmony of different qualities, not in imitating someone else's style. Rule 7, don't be afraid to talk about gender. Ignoring gender differences at work does not solve the problem of inequality. Women often avoid this topic, fearing they will appear as victims, which only exacerbates the situation. The constructive discussion method. Raise issues of discrimination through specific examples and solutions. When several women in an IT company documented instances of their ideas being silenced, management introduced a round-robin speaking rule in meetings. Silence maintains the status quo. Only open dialogue creates change. Conclusion for part 2. External barriers, from stereotypes to institutional discrimination, seem insurmountable until we ignore them. The key discovery: problems should not be circumvented, but solved systematically through negotiation in the family, finding mentors, authentic leadership, and bold conversations about inequality. When women stop adapting to existing rules and start changing them, the entire work environment changes. This is such a wonderful book. I have compiled a separate list of all the important theses from this book, along with all the techniques and tools, and created a step-by-step action plan that you can immediately implement in your life. You can get all this in my community, Place of Power. There, you will find a detailed text analysis with similar lists for each book being reviewed. The community has already thoroughly analyzed and made available to you hundreds of world bestsellers, with a new analysis released every day. Follow the link in the description and use it.